Cameron. So, where are you visiting us from?
Actually, Waterford.
Waterford? Oh, that was a little bit of a drive on these snowy roads. How was it?
Not my favorite, I'll
Not
tell you
your
that.
favorite? Waterford's such a nice area. You got a lot of good restaurants down there, too, huh?
Decent restaurants and a lot of lakes, yep.
Decent restaurants and a lot of lakes. Sounds perfect. Do you camp around there?
I've tried to get out a couple of times. There's like this little park, it's called Pontiac Lake.
Oh, I've never heard that one.
It's cool, but it's a little small for me, and when I get out, I like to get out, so.
Yeah, very cool. So, is this your first time in General Review?
So I've been down to the Clarkson location a couple of times. It's just kind of close to home, just taking some tires.
Yeah.
But this is my first time in here serious, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
first time in here serious. Gotcha. And hey, we're glad you decided to come up to Birch Run. We are the #1 RV dealer in Michigan in 2024. So we are very glad to have you. You said you were looking for a travel trailer, correct?
Yeah, realistically, I have a small pop-up now,
Okay.
and it's served me great. It's just, I want to get something a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit nicer. You know, I got the pop-up because me and the family got young kids, didn't have $1 million to spend.
Right.
Now we got a little bit more put away, so
Yeah.
might as well treat her, treat myself, and not have as much of a headache, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm going to take a couple notes just so I can make sure I'm finding your perfect unit. You said your family goes with you. How many's in that?
So it's me, my daughter, my son, and my wife, so 4.
Okay, what are their names?
Camille, Corbin, and Kaylin. Kaylin with a K, so we're not all C's.
All right.
Yeah.
Kaylin's your wife?
Yes.
All right. Very cool. So you've got the pop-up now. How long have you been looking? I know you've been to Clarkson, you said not seriously a couple times, but...
Right. So at the end of last season, there was a big storm when we went out. And we both woke up in a puddle in our pop-up. So pretty much since then, that started the looking. But seriously, we recently hit our savings goal. And so it's just like, ever since then, we've been like, all right, let's actually get serious about this.
Very cool. Have you seen anything you like, either that a friend has, maybe online, doing your research?
Yes. Can I afford it? Probably not.
Hey, well, you can find out. What have you seen that you like?
Right. So I really like, there's a couple of manufacturers that I've seen. Sorry, I'm kind of nerdy when it comes to this stuff.
Hey, I love it.
Just that do a couple of different frame upgrades and do a little bit more hardwood on the interior. So something like Grand Design or like a Winnebago or like really stretching it here, a Brinkley.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all really going to come up to, can I tow it, A, and B, do I want to fork over the cash for it, you know?
Yeah, understandable. Well, hey, we've got some great savings going on, so you might be surprised when we get down to that.
Awesome.
What is your tow vehicle?
Currently, I have a Dodge Ram 2500.
Okay, so you can tow a lot with that.
A little bit.
Do you know what the tow capacity is?
I think the guy at the dealership told me 18, but I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well, what we can do is put your truck into our tow guide, pull up some information. I'll just ask a couple more questions of you, and then we'll find out exactly. Or if you have a truck here, we can even run a truck out for you
For
to
sure.
get a confirmed number on it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, so it's going to be you, Camille, Corbin, and Caitlin. Sorry, brain fart.
No worries.
Do you have any pets or anyone else that you were planning to bring along, or did you want to, look to sleep for?
Realistically, we're sleeping 4. My wife's crazy. She'll bring everyone with us. We'll have 12 people in there, but we just make it work, you know?
Yeah. So are you trying to limit your sleep space to keep some people out of your camper if possible?
Thank you for getting it, yeah.
No, I understand completely. My family, they know that if they find out we're going somewhere, they're like, oh, really? I think we're free that weekend.
When are we going?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, we'll have to have them, but they can get their own camper. You can send them in to see me.
That's what tents are for, right?
Exactly. So, do you mostly vacation camping, or do you do other things?
Yeah, I mean, we'll hit the occasional Airbnb, but that's just because, like I said last time, we woke up in a puddle, and so if we look in the weather forecast and we see that it's at all rough, we'll do the Airbnb instead. I'd like to do something where I don't got to worry about someone else sleeping in the same bed and not changing the linens.
Yeah, understandable. And honestly, they're so expensive anymore that realistically, you're saving money doing something like this. Yes.
Right. And you pay as much for the actual night as you do for the cleaning fee. So
It's crazy. I couldn't believe that the last time we tried to book one.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to camp?
Right now, really love this spot off the Rifle River.
Okay.
It's a outdoor adventures spot, I believe.
Oh yeah.
But we found this cute little site out back, right by the river, and yeah, it's the family spot. You know?
Yeah, and all that fun stuff. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't been to that one. My aunt used to stay. She had a permanent spot with her motorhome at the one in Davison. We go up there, paddleboard, do all that fun stuff. I can't imagine all the upgrades they've done in the past 10 years, but those are some nice campgrounds.
You gotta get out there.
Oh yeah, I'll add it to my list because I have to book a couple trips for my family too.
For sure.
So I know that your pop-up. What's the make and model of it?
That's a Clipper
Okay.
12.0.
Okay. So yeah, that's a little thing you got there. Yeah. Is there anything that you like about it that you want to, maybe see some of the same features in your new one, or?
Really, the thing that I like about it is that me and the missus can fit in that sleeping space and still have enough room for the wee one.
Oh yeah.
So as long as we can get a sleeping space that has enough room for the three of us in it, and then kind of like a separate area for the slightly bigger one to sleep,
Yeah.
kind of on the other side.
Were you thinking bunks?
I mean, it's not a must, but like, if we could find one that's nicer and has the layout that the space that I want, then yeah, I'd love to look into some bunk options.
Okay. Have you seen some floor plans in particular that you like? I know you said you're a researcher, so.
Yeah, really the one that's been hitting home with me and the missus is that Imagine 2600, I think. No, I'm sorry, it's the 2800 because that's the one with the half bath and then the bunks on that side, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right there. Yeah, Imagine's a great product. You'd be really happy. It'd be a nice upgrade, and that's one that you can keep for a long time.
For sure. It doesn't have the cardboard door covers like mine does right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll feel much more secure in that. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. And then, were there any other floor plans that you've seen that you might be interested in while we're here?
That one's just one that's stuck. I mean,
Okay.
I come to you guys because you guys do it a lot more than I do, and
Heck yeah.
obviously I can look until I'm blue in the face, and you guys might know something that I don't. So
We try to be experts.
that's good to hear.
Yes. So, is there anything that you would hate to have in your RV?
Realistically, as long as it doesn't have one of those front cap windows.
Okay.
Those front cap windows, my in-laws had one, and that thing literally turned into a waterfall. So, yep.
Dang. So, plenty of options that don't have that front window. A lot of them don't. And they're nice to let a little extra light in, but sometimes there are issues.
Hopefully not other things as well. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. So, is there anything else that you might like to see or not see on it?
I mean, realistically, I cook a fair amount, so as long as it's got an actual oven, I think that would be preferred, but obviously that's not the end of the world.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of them, especially in the newer models, they're putting like convection microwaves in. You think that would work for your needs?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it can make a pizza for the kids, like...
Chicken nuggies.
Yes.
Yes. Nope. Get that. Cool. So yeah, I think we have some good options. So, just to run over a little bit, you've got a Dodge that we're thinking is going to pull 18,000 pounds, but we're looking at travel trailers. That's a hefty amount. So we've got plenty of options in there for you.
Hopefully, if I can't pull it, there might be a problem.
I would think so. You're hoping to find a large sleep space for you and the missus, and then your little co-sleeper. We're open to bunks. Maybe, a popular option is a convertible dinette, or a lot of them have couches that pull out to either be a jackknife sofa, which is kind of like a futon, or like a tri-fold bed.
Right.
So you're open to all of those.
Yeah, I mean, just as long as there's enough space and a little room to grow for the future.
Yeah. Understandable. Wonderful. And then we want to find an oven, ideally in your kitchen, maybe even like a larger kitchen space, you would say, too, if you do a lot of indoor cooking, or is a lot of your cooking outside? I mean, imagine in your pop-up you're doing probably everything outside.
Right, yeah, I'm doing everything outside there. And I mean, realistically, I do most of my stuff over the fire anyway.
Okay.
It's just like, if I want to set up a grill outside, I'm sure I will. But if I need to
Yeah.
boil some water, I'd prefer to do that on the stove inside.
Understandable.
Or if I need to make some cookies,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah,
prefer to have
yeah.
the little oven or option, you know.
Cool. Yeah. I think we have a lot of great options for you. So, do you own your clipper outright?
So I think I still owe like a little over $1,000 on it, but I mean I could always just pay it off or whatever.
Yeah, we can see what would work for you. Did you want to potentially trade it into us, or were you thinking about selling it on your own?
I mean realistically it's all just gonna come down to if I get the right number for it.
Okay. Sure.
I bought it for like 8. If I could get 5 out of it,
Yeah.
being newer, I could probably sell it no problem to my neighbor for that. So if you guys can give me 5 and save me the hassle, so
Yeah. What was the year on it?
sorry, I bought it like right on the in between.
Yeah.
I think it's 23 or 22. I can't
Okay.
remember which.
Yeah, no worries. And you didn't buy it from here?
No,
Okay.
no. Kind of one of those side of the road deals.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll see what we can do on that. Maybe if you got a picture, if Kaylin can snap a picture, but just so if we have the most accurate information, I can give you the most accurate information for your trade.
For sure.
Wonderful. So we do have a little bit of balance. Most people do. Has anyone shown you the fair market value on that? You looked
No, I've seen what they're posted for and listed for, but I know that oftentimes what you want and what you get aren't the same thing, right?
True. But yeah, we are hungry for trades right now. We have opened, General RV's been doing great. We've opened several new dealerships in the past year. So we are looking for pre-owned to send. If we don't keep them here, we're sending them down south to our new stores. So I think we could get you a good value on that. Now, with this new unit, I know towing's not going to be an issue, but how much are you thinking for a monthly payment?
I mean, realistically, what me and the missus agreed upon was 35 or less.
35 or less?
Yeah, and I mean, that's just because we don't want to cross that 40 mark, and we know that there's going to be sales tax and Uncle Sam and everything.
So 35 or less. Are you saying 3,500?
a month?
A month.
No, $35,000 or less.
Okay. So that would look like, probably about a $500 a month payment. Is that what you were thinking?
A little bit closer to that sub 5, but like
Okay.
as long as we can get it somewhere in the 4 range, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Have you considered what you want to put down?
We're not really that far into it yet. I mean, I'm sure once we get there, if I need to put an extra grand or 2 down, it won't be the end of the world, but in my head, somewhere around 5.
Okay. Yep, that's a great starting place. And then we could run it. We'll find the one that you love and, make the tweaks as we need to hit your monthly payment goal.
For sure.
Wonderful. So how much time do you have to explore RVs today?
I got a little while. Yeah, I got a little while.
A little while? Hour, 2 hours?
I at least got an hour and
Okay.
a half, yeah.
Cool. So we'll make it quick. Sometimes I can get a little chatty, so I'll make sure we get through this fast.
For sure.
So now, before we go outside, it's Cameron.
Yeah.
And the last name?
Spelled Angel, OCCI.
CCI. You said you were in Waterford. And what's your street address?
1110 Forest Bay Court.
And the zip over there?
48327.
8327. And your email?
Let's use the work one. CANGELO @grv.inc.
Yeah, that does not look like that sign. You said at GRV?
At grv.inc.
All right. And then a good phone number for you.
That's going to be 248-496-8876.
All right, Cameron. I think we've got some great options for you. Let me run up to my desk. I have a few in mind, but I want to make sure they're still available with the sale that we have going on. These things have been flying out of the lot. So just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Can I get you a water while you wait?
Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Give me a moment.
Awesome. Yep.